folks, thanks for joining me once again on my unnamed YouTube channel. I am Brad, and hey, we're wrapping up another year, wrapping up another decade, as a matter of fact. 2020 is right around the corner. It's hard to believe how fast the years go once you move on with your adult life, let me tell you. I thought it'd be very cool to bring you my top 5 personal favorite YouTube video channels. You know, YouTube started off as just a place where you can go watch old music videos from the 80s and maybe catch some old TV episodes and maybe an occasional Where's the Beef commercial and things like that. But it has expanded into a rabbit hole that I couldn't have ever even fathomed 10 years ago, even 15, 20 years ago especially. It's an amazing place with amazing content, and really a ton of it at your fingertips. And once you find something, it really kind of becomes addictive, just like a Netflix binge, as a matter of fact. So I wanted to tell you 5 YouTube channels that I have really enjoyed this past year. And if you think like it sounds like something that you might like, you should check them out too. First off, number 5 is a YouTube channel by a record producer, musician named Rick Beato. He has done some stuff you may have heard before. Most off the top of my mind, he did some producing for Need to Breathe. I know some people out there, some friends of mine that really appreciate that band. So Rick Beato has his own YouTube channel called Everything Music, and it really started to occur to me today when I began doing some research for this video that he is quite popular to a lot of different people out there. He has recently hit over 1 million subscribers, and he just does a lot of interesting things. You don't even necessarily need to be a musician to appreciate it. You know, I think his most famous or most popular video series is What Makes This Song Great. He's done a lot of breaking down of songs, talking about their production and the writing style and vocals and music and delivery and mixing and equalizing, and it's really interesting to have somebody else appreciate and like to break down music the same way I personally do. So that's why I like Rick Beato's channel, Everything Music. You might check that out. Number 4, no surprise for me, it's another music channel, but I think this one is definitely one that just about anybody could appreciate. Richie Castellano is his name. The former name of the music channel was Band Geek Podcast. So if you just search Richie Castellano or Band Geek Podcast, I think you'll be able to find him here on YouTube. Richie actually is a guy who I think he's probably around 40 years old. But he has actually been the guitarist in Blue Oyster Cult, working in the band on the road, and I think also in studio, although I'm not sure if they put anything out recently in studio. But anyway, Richie is currently in the current incarnation of Blue Oyster Cult, but he also has a family and friends, a family of friends and his family, ton of musicians in that group, and they get together a lot and just play live a lot of cool cover songs, great cover versions that are all done live but run into a studio for good mixing. It's amazing stuff. It sounds fantastic. They did a very cool video, fun video for Wilson Phillips' song Hold On. That was fantastic and funny. You have to check it out. Also, one of the things that really got me into Richie was his in-studio coverage of recording a cover of Toto's Rosanna. It's amazing to watch. You can just see the video if you want to watch it. It's like 5 minutes long of just watching the song. But him and his buddy did this. I think his name is Andy. And they also recorded the entire studio process of recording their cover version of Rosanna, so you can see them do it all in studio. It's very fun to watch if you like that kind of stuff. So that's Richie Castellano and Band Geek Podcast. Check it out if you get the chance. Number 3 is something I came across recently. It is a YouTube channel called Alter. It is all horror movie shorts. They're all very short. You can get them from 4 to 5 minutes long, and some of them are 15, 20 minutes long or more. But they're shorter than movies, but long enough to kind of have a plot. And it's a great channel because if you like horror, it's got a plethora of different types of horror. There's one that I just really appreciated now, and I can't remember the stinking name of it. I want to say it's called The Silent Man, but I'll put it here on the screen once I figure it out for sure. But anyway, check out Alter if you like horror movies. It's great to watch. You can binge watch, or you can just watch one real quick and move on to something else. My number 2 favorite channel of 2019 on YouTube, I just recently discovered him. His name is Oliver. He's from the UK, and his channel is called Deep Cuts. He's actually on hiatus right now for the most part, although he did recently post his top 20, I think it was, 2019 favorite albums. But otherwise, he's busy with schooling right now, so he's not doing as much with the videos. But I expect he'll come back eventually. He does a phenomenal job of explaining music genres, and also like giving you, for example, top 5 albums to get you into ambient music, and he'll talk to you about these 5 albums that you should check out, or top 5 albums to get you into 21st century or 20th century classical music, for example. He also will break down some artists' catalogs. He did that with Leonard Cohen, which I really appreciated watching because I've been getting into a lot of Leonard Cohen this past year. So it's really worth checking out just to see his back catalog right now. Deep Cuts is the name of the channel with Oliver. Check it out if you get a chance. Before I give you my number 1 YouTube channel of 2019, I wanted to mention a couple of honorable mentions that I think are worthy of checking out. Ariel McCleary is somebody that I've been watching for a long time on YouTube. One time, a while back, I was searching for cover versions of the Dee Clark 60s song called Raindrops. In fact, you can check out my own cover version of that song right here on my YouTube channel. But I came across a version of Ariel McCleary doing it way back, probably 7 or 8 years ago or longer. And she has been still pumping out YouTube videos for a long time now. She's got a lot of subscribers, a lot of followers, her own Patreon site. She does a lot of coverage, all ukulele, or almost all ukulele. Does a great job, has got a great voice. Also does a lot of her own original music too. So if you get a chance, check out Ariel McCleary, especially if you like the ukulele music. And also one more I wanted to mention that I recently discovered through Reddit. Her name is Kenya Henson. She does a lot of acoustic music. She hasn't posted in a while, but she does a lot of her own music on there. And I really like what she does too. So if you get a chance, check out Kenya Henson on YouTube. And finally, this video is going to be a lot longer than I wanted it to be, but what can you do? These are important. I want to tell you about them. Finally, my number 1 YouTube channel, another musical one, but one that I hold very close and dear to my heart because I feel like I live his life, or my own life, vicariously through him, or he's doing what I wished I would have been smart enough to do when I was his age, although my wife might disagree. His name is Ben Aaron. He is in Minnesota. He is a musician now. He has been working only as a musician. I think for the most part as a solo artist. He goes to restaurants and places like that and plays during the day or nighttime, I guess, as well. But he also records a ton of his own music, writes his own music, and also does a lot of covers. And what really grabbed me about Ben Aaron a while back was he was doing a regular series of writing and recording songs in the style of certain classic rock artists like David Bowie, Leonard Cohen, the Velvet Underground, the Doors. I mean, you name it. He wrote and recorded a song in the style of those artists, and some of them are really, really great songs that I've gone back to many times and watched. And so I want to turn you on to Ben Aaron. I love what he's doing. I just, like I said, I feel like he's doing it for all of us out there or out here that aren't able to do it these days. He's doing what many of us wish we could do. So I'm happy for him. I know his first child is on the way too. So boy, let me tell you, you're going to have a lot of great things to write about when you have that first child, Ben. So Ben Aaron, that's Aaron. Check out Ben Aaron from Minnesota here on YouTube as well. I think you'll find a lot of great songs that you'll appreciate. And that's it for me and YouTube channels from 2019. This video has gone on long enough, but I love to share the things that I love. So take it for what it's worth, and hopefully you'll find something in there that you'll enjoy. I'm Brad. Happy 2020. We'll talk to you later. Bye.